Lately, users of the Mile 12 to CMS Bus Rapid Transit BRT system have spoken up on the state of the BRT lanes, urging governments to repair the lanes to deepen commuters' experience. In response to the request, government has awarded a contract for the conversion of the lanes from asphaltic pavement to a rigid pavement. Tonight, we'll shall be visiting Ikorodu Road, where the conversion work had started.
We shall also bring you a special feature on the relocation of the plantain sellers at Mile 12 to a new market site purposely built by Lamata. Their former location at Mile 12 is one of the parcels of land being redeveloped as one of the 3 terminals for the BRT extension from Mile 12 to Ikorodu.
I am Obafemi Craig.
I am Kate Harmony. Join us after the break.
This is the news update on Lamata FR. Transport development in cities around the country would assist in hastening economic development with the potentials of creating more jobs and bringing job centers closer to the people. Managing Director, Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, Dr. Dayo Mobiriola, he said Lagos experience has shown that if cities were developed by state governments and focus given on the development of public transport, they would assist in generating investments for other sectors. Dr. Mobriola therefore called for improved investment in the sector, given the socio-economic impact of transportation on cities on the part of development. Citing the Lagos example, Mobriola noted that the commitment of the state government towards the development of transportation sector has continued to grow yearly to demonstrate its commitment to building a world-class transport system that will support the socio-economic growth and prosperity of the state as a megacity. He said, any society desirous of true development must put transportation in the front burner with huge financial commitment. In a bid to appreciate the developmental strides of the Lagos State Government, participants of Senior Executive Course Number 36 of the National Institute of Policy and Strategic Studies, NIPSS, Kuru Jos, have visited the Blue Line Rail project. The participants, made up of military and other security personnel and high-ranking government officials from different states of the Federation, were excited at the level of work carried out on the first phase of the 27-kilometer Blue Line Rail project from Okokomaiko to Marina. Led by a director in the institute, Professor Olu Obafemi expressed satisfaction at the design for transport development in the state and urged the state government not to spare any efforts in ensuring timely completion of the rail project, as well as monitor the operations of the system to ensure it conforms to international standard. In a presentation, Director of Public Transport Lamata, Engineer Gbenga Dairo, who was represented by the Deputy Manager Blue Line Rail Project, Irene Okade, gave an overview of the Blue Line Rail project and informed that the state has developed a transport master plan which details Lagos transport needs till the year 2032. That's the news update. More to come after the break.
Basically, what Lamata does is to coordinate public transportation in Lagos State, and we came up with a transport master plan.
Developed together with the World Bank, the objective of this plan is finding long-lasting solutions for the problem of transportation in Lagos. Currently under its first steps of development, the plan has already proven itself a big success, dramatically increasing the connectivity in a city in continuous expansion and enjoying an unparalleled demographic and economic growth.
Our responsibility is to ensure that we provide the necessary infrastructure to meet the growth, to improve the quality of life, to improve the standard of living, and to make Lagos a vibrant and livable city in years to come.
Lamata, think transport.
The BRT lanes have been in vigorous use for 6 years, and this has made them show signs of weakness. Year on year, Huge sums of money are spent in repairing these lanes in order to ensure that the roads continue to serve the needs of the system. To find a lasting solution to all these important lanes used in moving over 280 million passengers in the last 6 years, the agency has started the conversion from asphalt to a concrete pavement in order to reduce lanes maintenance costs and guarantee lifespan of the buses as well as reduce downtime. Join us on the move as we visit Ikorodu Road, where rehabilitation is in progress. We are at the Mile 12 to Katy section of Ikorodu Road, and we shall be looking at the conversion of the BRT pavement from flexible to a rigid pavement. And we have with us engineer Tajuddin Olanikbeku. He'll be taking us through the process of conversion. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So could you tell us what goes on here, the process?
What we are doing here is to change from the initial asphalt pavement, which we call flexible pavement, to rigid pavement, which is reinforced concrete. We experienced over the years, due to repeated loading from the BRT buses, and then we have failures on the flexible pavement due to this loading, and then that is what informed us to change the pavement from flexible to rigid, which of course will serve longer, will enable the BRT buses to ride freely, and of course will not cause more damage to the BRT buses themselves, because in areas where you have potholes, where the BRT buses have to slow down to engage high gear to move on, it actually causes some other maintenance problems to the BRT buses. You see, when you have such type of loading from the buses, where the buses go back and forth at all times in a restricted section of the road, it causes some failures. Okay. And that is why we are taking from flexible pavement to rigid pavement. Okay,
so what are the benefits?
Like I said, one, you see, due to the type of failures we experience during the use of the flexible pavement, and with the type of buses that we use that applies this lane, there is usually some failure that is recorded, maintenance problems. Okay. It requires repair work more often than not on the BRT buses. Okay. And that is, with this change, we won't have such maintenance problem. At least it won't occur so frequently. Yeah. That is one. Then two, you see, in areas where there are failures, where there are potholes, you find that the buses will have to slow down before they move out of the sections. Now that we have addressed that situation with this kind of pavement, we are saying that there will be free flow of traffic in the BRT bus lane, and of course it will reduce the length of time the BRT buses travels within the lane. To reduce travel time, save costs most times. That's usually the associated benefits from when travel time is reduced. Okay. So are there other sections where this process is taking place? Now, you see, apart from the section where we have scarification of the existing asphalt, where we are standing on is where we have blinding with concrete. Okay. Then of course we'll move to the other section where we have reinforcement detail and of course the proper rigid pavement provision. That is the process.
With less traffic, faster travel time, more productivity, even more joy. Lagos, my home. Lagos is changing for the best.
After blinding with concrete, as you can see, there is placing of reinforcement, which we can see from the section we just left. And after placing of reinforcement, what we have is the pouring of the concrete to a particular grade to specification, which forms the rigid pavement. That's what we are standing on.
This is the rigid pavement, the final outcome. Wow. So traffic seems to have been well managed in this area. What traffic management procedures did you put in place to ensure this?
Yes. First of all, our approach is to break the BRT lanes into sections, where it will be possible for vehicles coming from the main carriageway to move into the service lane through the merges and the diverges that are provided. So you can see from here, we are working within a section that does not involve the merges or the diverge. So that is how we've restricted ourselves to working. It's a method that is adopted so that it will be easier for traffic to move freely from the carriageway, join the service lane, or come from the service lane and join the main carriageway. So that has been our traffic management plan and strategy till date. and I think it has been wonderful. At least you can see that except during peak period, there is not much traffic.
I reckon this is the phase 1 of this project. How long is this process going to take to deliver?
12 months.
12 months. So where does this terminate?
This terminates around, you see, the total length from mile 12 to around from Balaro Bridge, Maryland to within Antonio Banukuru should be just 6 kilometers on both sides of the road. So the first section of the road is 6 kilometers, while the balance of 13.5 takes us from where they stop till CMS.
To CMS.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to use the opportunity to tell the Goshen that this project is about them, the road users, the residents of this area. And as an agency, we expect that at the end of this, we shall move to another place to conclude our projects. And we know during this period of the construction work, there will be little distractions, little inconveniences, which we implore them to bear with us. We, as much as possible, try as an agency to minimize the effect it will have on them negatively in terms of using the road. And hoping that by the time we finish, everybody will enjoy it.
Go home happy. As you can see, this project is about us. By the time it is completed, it will reduce travel time and be able to withstand the heavy weights of the BRT buses. I am Kate Harmony. Keep watching.
Facilitating Lagos with less traffic, faster travel time, more productivity. Lagos my home, Lagos my home. With Mama Town, Lagos is changing for the best, for the best.
Today, let us try and work on the issue of who gives way on the road. Why should I give way? After all, I have same head as somebody else. My car is just as big, if not bigger, than the next person's. And if their car is smaller than mine, should they not realize that I'm the king of the road, that I should just go whenever I want to? No, it doesn't work like that. There are rules on the road, and it's the rules that are in place that makes it work. In other countries, everywhere else you go, once everyone has an understanding of the rules of engagement, you can't go wrong. The issues of vehicles getting damaged, us having crashes, is because some of us have chosen not to follow the rules of engagement on the road. So today we'll talk about, should I give way to you, or should you give way to me? So let's start with the roundabout approach. The rule states that in our country and in Lagos State, being part of Nigeria, is that you must, not should, must give way to any traffic from your left and already on the roundabout. So let's think about that squarely. If any vehicle is already on the roundabout, and the roundabout starts from your point, seen ahead, all the way around. Any vehicle on that roundabout, you have to give way to that vehicle until that vehicle turns off before they get to you. It's very simple, isn't it, really? So when you go into the roundabout, keep on looking ahead of you to your left. You see there's a vehicle there, just let him go. They have right of way. If they have that understanding and you have the same understanding, do you really think there will be a crash? I don't think so. The other ones that we do, that we love doing, are those that are coming from a drop zone or from descent from a flyover bridge from your right. I'm not sure a lot of viewers would understand this. Such areas, you look at Owuroshoki area, you think about the area that comes from Adeniji Road on the Third Mainland Bridge. You think about the flyover drop down from Bagada area. And you see vehicles shoot out from the right-hand side at top speed. and there will be no vehicle in front of them, but they will shoot across to where you're at. When you come from a side road, any side road, whether you're within your estate and you think it's quiet, whether you're on a major highway, whether you're on the express, you should never, and I repeat the word never, go into a T-junction at top speed. The idea of give way means give yourself the opportunity to approach at a slower speed. Watch towards your right, watch towards your left. And if you totally believe that by turning into the major road or the T-junction would not cause any driver on that road to apply their brakes, then you're good to go. But if you come out of a side road and I'm on the major road or on the T, and you force me to step on my brakes, then you're constituting a danger to me and to yourself. Because you know what? You're not even in control of what I'm doing. Maybe I wasn't concentrating. Maybe I didn't see you in time. Maybe my brakes are faulty. Maybe I'm on the phone. Maybe I'm listening to nice music. I'm bobbing my head all over the place, thinking I'm Bob Marley, and you shoot out from a side road. What do you think is going to happen? That your lovely limousine could just be a crap car after. I hope it doesn't happen, because if you follow the rules, you come to a T-junction, you give way to traffic already on that road. The same way we want to get somewhere early, somebody else wants to get there early. So why should I take priority over somebody else who has right of way? So let's remember the rule. You approach a T-junction, you give way to traffic already on that road. Number 2, don't ever do anything about your driving that would force another driver to apply emergency braking. Number 3, don't come out of a side road and you already know that your car is dark. It is possible other motorists would not see a dark-colored car. All these factors put in your head. Think about yourself. Think about staying from injury. Think about looking after your car. Everything boils down to what you do. If you're not sure, you know what I would advise? Stop. Forget about even giving way. Stop. Comport yourself. Ensure that any issues is nullified in terms of danger, and then you can proceed. How many seconds would you lose? Maximum 2 seconds. If it's more than that, give me a call. I'll refund those seconds back to you. Thank you.
From one end of Ikorodu Road, we take you to another. Mile 12 is generally popular because it houses the Mile 12 Market, a major foodstuff and grocery market. The Mile 12 Plantain Market was moved temporarily to the location after the popular Tejushu Market was gutted by fire. The state government decided to rebuild the market, a development leading to seeking a temporary spot for the plantain sellers. Now, the plantain sellers have to move to their permanent site. This was achieved through a series of engagements and collaborations. The next report looks at what Lamata has done to relocate them and the benefits to the plantain sellers, the community, and the government.
The Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, Lamata, has continued to keep its promises to the various groups and stakeholders on the ongoing construction of the BRT extension along Mile 12 to Ikorodu corridor. To secure the space for the Mile 12 terminal, Lamata had to move the plantain market from its former location at Mile 12 to a new market purposely built for the plantain sellers. We can see work going on at Mile 12. Would you be kind enough to tell us what happened before this parcel of land was secured for the terminal?
Well, behind us there used to be the plantain market. It's a big one. The plantain traders have been plying their trade here since 2008.
Okay.
When they had to be moved from the Tejosho area where they were before construction of the new Tejosho Mall. And they've been plying their trade here, but we had to move them for the construction work for the proposed Mile 12 market.
So what is the status of the new market Lamata promised?
Yes, the new market is completed,
Okay.
as it were, with facilities provided for the plantain traders. But the only thing left for them to move there physically is the access road.
Okay.
And the access road we have there is not good enough for the big trucks. Lamata is in conjunction with the local government council area around the place, Kosisheri LCDA. They are planning to construct a new access for them.
Prof, what basic infrastructure do we have here, and what is the capacity of this market?
Well, I think we need to start with what we met when we got here.
Okay.
It was a marshy land full of waste. It was a waste dump, as it were, for the community. The drainage, there was no proper drainage, so it was all filled with water. So we had to remove all we met. And what we have here now, it's grounds that can take at least 450 clamps. We have provided adequate drainage, and they're quite functional. We provided them with areas where there are covers, whether there's intensive heat or rain. And over there, behind us, there are shower and toilets with borehole and an overhead tank.
Okay.
So, and over there we have loading bay where trucks can park and discharge their wares and move. And it's an in and out bay there. So we believe it's quite adequate for the perishable market. And if compared with where we're coming from, this is what you can call a far cry from where we are coming from.
Nígbà tí wọ́n kọ́ pè wá yẹn, à ń wòye pé so possible ṣá gẹ́gẹ́ bó ṣe máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀, bẹ́ẹ̀ ó jẹ́ ìyàlẹ́nu fún wa. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣe síbí nǹkan tó jọ wá lójú ni. I appreciate it because wọ́n ará lómi iṣẹ́ kò ní jẹ́ tán, ó jọ wá lójú, wọ́n dẹ̀ wá okay.
Lamata is not only concerned with delivering the BRT extension project and giving the people a world-class transport system. It is also concerned with the well-being and the socio-economic empowerment of all stakeholders and groups within and along the project corridor. I hand you over to my colleague in the studio. Bye for now.
Àkójọpọ̀ ètò tòní ni wípé iléeṣẹ́ Lamata pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó fi ń dánilójú wípé ohun gbogbo ti di ṣíṣe fún ìdàgbàsókè ètò ọkọ̀ BRT ní ìlú Èkó.
Wetin we talk today be say Lagos State and Lamata dey work together make this our BRT better, make e even better pass wetin we get for ground.
You can connect with us by using the details now appearing on your screen. We'd love to hear from you. Till next week, Lamata.
Think transport.
Lagos, my home. With Lamata, Lagos is changing for the best. BRT lanes, modern rail lines, pedestrian